Вітаю. Сьогодні пробуємо Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake EATER. Господи, ну і назва. Так. Я вже запустив один стрім, але там була технічна проблема. Щось там неправильно в налаштуваннях виставив і стрім трішки підлагував. Ну, як трішки, повністю. Так. От зараз це виключити. Це оновити. Да, супер. Так, з усіх Metal Gear'ів я грав лише у Phantom Pain. Так, ще знову щось на те. Ай, господи. Щось після перестановлення системи ОБС працює як... Словом, ніяк воно не працює. YouTube Live Control панелі. Немає даних. Блін. Я хочу у мережі чи ні? Мабуть, так. О. Привіт, Олександре. Дякую, що написав. Якраз хотів перевірити, чи працює цей чат, бо так вийшло, що довелося перевстановлювати вінду. І, звісно, всі налаштування полетіли нафіг. І тепер це ОБС щось мене колупає з усіх боків. Та-да, я теж гадав, ну, не дуже довго посидіти. Поставив на неї екранізатор, але він, на жаль, не повний. Тому тут буде перемішка то українська, то англійська.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Ну, я так розумію, що він десь відсотків на 70 переведений.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
Як я розумію, це по хронології взагалі сама перша частина має бути. Типу, з чого все почалось. Та ти що, які пафосні кадри.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Ну, одразу видно, що гру робив Коджіми. Стільки пафосних кадрів з перших хвилин гри. Тільки він так вміє.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai.
Так, хочу зробити невелику ремарку. Оскільки це Коджіма, то тут дофіга розмов буде. Я вже трохи пограв, і тут лише цей вступний ролик хвилин 5 буде йти.
Panovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB-754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why'd he want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the West. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their
Не
armed
знаю,
forces
як на
on
мене,
secondary alert
занадто
as Soviet
багато
transport ships carrying
непотрібної
missiles continued on
інформації.
course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse.
Та я
a
теж
cover
гадаю,
story
що,
that was fed to the
мабуть,
other
варто
intelligence agencies around the
пропустити. Бо дійсно, господи, я не знаю, як на мене ця інформація взагалі не потрібна.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet
Yeah,
mountains,
proposal.
ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery
Та
point.
ти
The recovery
почекай.
balloon will be dropped at that point.
Вони зараз буде взагалі
Helium will
без
be pumped into the balloon to
зупинки
inflate it. The
розмовляти.
process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, gunship's arm will
Ну,
latch
ти ж
onto the
розумієш,
balloon and
це
pull it up.
правильно, коли ти скидуєш спецпризначенця у ворожу місцину, то ти проводиш брифінг не на базі, не перед вильотом, а вже після того, як він приземлився.
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Дякую. Тактику, характеристики
Even with the
літака
fuel
ми
in
теж
the
тепер
reserve
знаємо.
tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Блін, як? Головне, пафосно зняти маску. Та-дам! Я не можу. Погляд в камеру. Він моргнув. І сховався за деревом. Блін, не знаю, ну це просто. Але це класика, ну.
Do you copy?
Нафіг мені
You're
такий
already in
курсор
enemy
тут.
territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your
Це
real name.
все робиться до виліту на брифінгу.
Like snakes?
What do you mean?
Він позивний свій отримує вже коли приземлився, коли він вже в джунглях.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
what about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procure on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun.
Ти
Use them to
почекай,
hunt
і я вже це
food. You'll also find
проходив.
some medical
Я знаю,
supplies in
що
your
буде
backpack.
далі.
Yeah, about the backpack.
Ти дивись, зараз він розмовляє з майором Томом.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it.
Зараз вони закінчать і...
You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, I'll be monitoring your progress over the... My frequency is 140. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your...
Так, все. Завдання. Забрати бекпек. Пішли. Залазь, давай. І подзвонити.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake.
Звідки він бачить це?
Necessary to take in the survival viewer, choose weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed from that list. Choose the weapon you want. For other equipped items, just do...
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this. After you've been out in the field for a while, if your stamina gets too low, you won't be able to shoot. Keep an eye on your stamina. To recover lost stamina, you can use either your
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor.
Він навіть не знав, з якої зброї його скидують.
Once its durability reaches zero, the noise suppression effect will be gone. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now...
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat. Your presence in enemy territory is already... There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. You're a ghost, Snake, and there'll be no rescue if you're captured.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert tape it to your body so you can take it.
How
Use it if you're taken.
fooling them.
Just take.
You mean
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to.
I'll keep it in mind.
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on it.
Correct.
A real one.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the...
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, Survival, the first member, as well as recording. She's a member of Fox as well, and...
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Тепер у нас груповий чат.
As an medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to...
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. What's your name?
Jane Doe. I wasn't joking. My frequent...
She's also in charge whenever you want.
So saving.
That's right. It also records the state of your...
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to...
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, a legendary... Actually, it was the... She's going to be...
Boss?
She also...
Jack.
Boss?
Тепер у нас чат ще більше розширюється.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice. You've lost.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Ну, я розумію, вони хочуть познайомити нас з ключовими персонажами, там, пропихнути лор.
What's that supposed to mean?
Але, на початку місії це так тупо виглядає.
You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you all the rest you needed to
Ми
learn
скинули
on your
тебе в
own.
джунглі, тепер давай ми розкажемо тобі, що тут робити.
How to think like a
В мене
soldier?
що, із зброї транквілізатор? Да? Ти що, не
A
знав? Бля?
soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and
Ой,
In fact, spirit and body are like two. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just listen. Have politics to turn.
і заціни, скільки діалогів.
And politics.
Я пограв персонажем лише, секунд 30, а діалогів тут вже хвилин на 20.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing. A soldier has
І це я
to
ще
follow orders.
скіпаю.
But you're looking for a reason. You're a natural born fighter. But you're not.
Бо
quite a
мені
soldier.
нафіг не здалося, що він natural born fighter.
That's doubly true. He has no enemies, and you follow.
I do
That's in the end. There's
being.
it means
I
the
I
people.
then
The people.
and
The is
all come.
That's right, the Cobra unit.
yeah.
It's
But
I
not.
where
Вибачте, я просто не витримую стільки діалогів.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
commencing virtuous mission now.
Так, відкритого світу тут немає. Стопа. Можу повернутися. О, так, прикольно. Зараз хочу подивитися, може якийсь секретик пропустив. Бо я коли грав, я пасхалки бачив. Так, ну, наче тут нічого. Дійсно? Крокодили? В Росії? Хоча, може, я чогось не знаю. Бумс. Диви, який гарний в ній. Спить бубочка. Вже не спить, вже не спить. Що?
Snake, what's your status?
Та я не поняв. Наче ж крокодила поряд не було. Що в нього, типу, стаміна закінчилась, і він не зміг по болоту йти. Що вона хоче сказати, що тут глибоко було? Дивно. Дрімучий Нордс. В мене все ж таке враження, що його закинули кудись в Індію.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited.
The Major is right. The success. Change your camouflage. The uniform op. Choosing all. If you. But they.
Дякую. Це вони кажуть, що треба змінити камуфляж зараз. Не знаю, де він носить увесь цей одяг. В сумці, мабуть, да? Блін, в дереві застряг. А можна, як в 5-й частині, якось підманити... ладно. Підняв, припідняв, обняв і забрав. Чому його облутати з землі не можу? Хто його знає. О, диви, пасхалка. Схопив, припідняв, опустив, облутав. Та нічого ти не бачив. Вон ще один ходить. Ну, давай дальній. Блін. Я так і хотів.
What's wrong?
Ой, людина лежить. Що таке? Та нічого, напевно прийду. Що він робити буде, хоча? Ага, підійшов.
Who's that?
Я думав, він його підіймати буде. Так. О, зараз їх красивенько положимо. Пускай. Хапай його. Падай. Блін, ну рівно покласти не міг. Ех, Снейк. Тобі стільки ще вчитися. Дякую, друже. Тобі також тихої ночі. До зустрічі. Я теж гадаю, що не дуже довго буду ще стрімити. Та що ж таке? Ой, їх там багато було. Воу. Ух ти. Бачу патрончики. Давай вилазь. Та диви, звідси їх не видно. А! От тільки до краю підходиш, він автоматично от падає. І це лячно. За це ачівки дають. Він так звисається з уступу, що є враження, що він зараз впаде. Нова зброя. Чудово. Давай, вилазь вже. А ви що тут робите? Один. Два.
Control here.
Минулого разу, коли я грав, вони так швидко не повернулись. А, ще один? І за ним ще один. А що в мене по аптеці? Це радіо.
I want some more.
Ну. Окей. Я б зараз теж меду з'їв. Хоча б постривайте, це ж не бджоли, це шершні були. Вони ж не роблять мед. Стоп, що в мене по звуку?
I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late. Yes.
Understood.
Поник. Чпоник. Сенсі. Що, знову прозорі стіни? Хто там, де? Ага, вони де, бачив.
Who's that? What happened? Radio, where's our backup?
HQ. This is HQ. Test. Patrol here. Sighted. Requesting backup.
Де там ще один? Ну, я ж всіх поклав, здається. А. Це глушника немає, да? Ух ти. Змії, пацюки. Пропало. Ні, з'явилось. Чому я тут повзую? Я не знаю. Ладно, де цей соколов?
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland.
Знову флешбеки.
Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America's truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous.
Roger.
What about the Central?
I managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get...
У Соколова дуже потужне кунг-фу.
Freeze!
Халепа.
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a crew soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you forget it.
Скільки пафосу.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the Gru.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Crew operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one!
Падай.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
Так, я хочу подивитись, як змінити зброю. Я ж знаходив, наче. і тепер є автомат. Чудово.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished!
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
Що це таке?
That's what they were making you build?
Yes. The Shagohod. The dreading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBM.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No, this is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war?
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go.
Щось мені це не подобається. А вона що тут робить?
Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Hornets?
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together,
Блін, це
it's
химерно
time we
було.
go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
The new blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you... Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can...
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay, here we... First, open the survival viewer with the survival viewer button. If you select healing is divided in medicine and your injuries include they need to move the healing. Once you've used them with this treated blaster dipped you do
Зараз на місці розберемося. Так, відкрити лікування. Наче пофіксилось.
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death.
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
With darkness and silence through the night, what a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I fly to you. Someday you'll feed on a tree frog. This ordeal, the trial to survive. For the day we see new life, I give
це було прикольно. Так, і на цьому моменті я, мабуть, буду зупиняти трансляцію. І вже продовжимо наступного разу. Тож, дякую за увагу, дякую, що заходили. Тихої ночі і до наступних зустрічей. Бувайте!